Show. We are broadcasting live here from CPAC at the PatriotMobile.com studios on 600 WREC, AM 600, and also on FM 92.1. Nice to have you with us. House Democrats are now seeking 20 to 30 more witnesses in the Russian probe. The GOP fighting back on that. I'll give you the details coming up in just a little bit. But we are talking now more about what Donald Trump had to say earlier today. And his comments that he had to say about wanting to give teachers the right to protect themselves and their students. Rich Manning, the president of the Americans for Limited Government, joining me for a second as well. Nice to have you on with us this afternoon. Rich, you've been around Capitol Hill for a long time. You were actually a lobbyist that dealt with gun issues. You hear the president of the United States talking today and saying, basically, how dare you take me out of context? I did not say I want everybody to be armed. I only want teachers that want to be armed to be armed. Are you surprised at how the government failed us on every level? Local law enforcement, state law enforcement warnings, FBI in 2 different states, the field office getting involved, and the police officer we see on the ground there, on top of the fact that more than 3 dozen times had the police been called to this child's house. The warning signs were there. His own words said, I'm going to do this. His own words said, I'm going to kill people. And the government completely failed us. And yet people are demanding in these town halls that the government fix the problem that they just clearly couldn't handle in the first place.
No, that's exactly the problem, Ben. When you look at this, the government failed, the state government failed, the local government failed, and the federal government failed. They all failed because it's very simple. You had a kid, this Nicholas Cruz kid, who was clearly crying for help for a long period of time. The school itself said, we don't trust him to come to school with a backpack. And so they were on the lookout for that. So, but who went off and put him into a mental health situation? Who got him some help and got him out of the system and isolated, but give him the help he needed? No, we had to wait until there were 17 dead classmates until somebody said, oh, now we have to do something about Nicholas Cruz. You know, by the way, what we're going to do is we're going to punish everybody else in America and because they're all to blame because Nicholas Cruz used a firearm to commit the crime. The criminals are the people who let it happen from day one, who knew it was going to happen, and they failed their job. And now to expect the government
and you know what?
The
American citizens did an incredible job of doing exactly what the government said. See something, say something.
Yes.
That's what they said. They said if you see something, say something. If you believe that someone's going to commit a heinous crime, tell us about it.